light down here too. Watch your head on that, all that crap in the top, Charlie. And then this little thing goes in here, and you hit the third one. There's your little tuner.
Pracują bezpiecznie. Zapewnij odpowiedni sprzęt do pracy na dachu. Przeszkód.
I like that. Is that Russian?
No, I don't know when it is.
Upadkiem. 23 lutego o godzinie 5 po południu. Restauracja Janosik.
It's some other language for sure. Yeah, so, you know, you can set your clock, whatever, all your different things. And you got a volume here. And you got the volume on the amp here also. That drives the speakers.
Very cool.
Yeah, and this little one is, of course, the radio too.
Hollow Point, they take the guessing out of gun buying. For cardiac care,
Or you got a little CD player.
Riverside has the technology and expertise to.
Is that the right switch? I forget which one it is. There it goes. It's reading the disc. Come on, baby. I got a little short back here. I'm still working on it. It's got to be just right. This is the last one I built, and I just sort of was running on fumes at this time and whatever. But anyway, you change your disc, you raise that up. I'd have to paint those blocks back there, you know, black. There, oh, air. Yeah, I got one little short back here. The wire came out of the circuit board, and I have a nail in there right now just holding that wire. But, let me try it one more time, Charlie. It must have been this one.
Driving.
See if it goes. Should come up here in about 4 seconds, otherwise it's just going to keep spinning. There we go, yep. So it's a little CD player.
I like that.
Actually, that's the player you gave me, Charlie.
Really?
Yeah, I used, that's all the internals from your radio. And then, of course, the other part of your radio where the speakers was is the eyes for, you know, that was part of your radio as well. So your radio played in a lot of parts. Of course, another part you had given me right here. All those little plates you have given me.
I got more stuff too in the garage. Do you want, I don't. Should I bring it out here and put it out here?
Yeah, that'd be great, Charlie.
Because you got it then.
Here's my remote, and I don't know if I have it plugged in, but this controls my thing like my big Optimus Heliomythics. This one, see how it spins? Just like and then you got the blue light on top of it, the laser, and it's, you know, actually goes just like the big one, without the sound. And then I got the red eyes. And then these are the motors to drive, but I don't have the motors plugged in, but that turns the heads left to right. It's out of a speakers. These were speaker boxes for audio. And then this is sort of cool. This comes off. And then in here's a switch. Turn on. And then it's held on by Velcro, so I can pull it on and off. And then, let's see, it's this cord here. And it's easy, of course, to see in the dark. But the red light is like a, you know, a clock thing or a whatever.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Yeah. It looks, of course, better when the lights are off.
Oh yeah, if it's all dark in here.
Right. So that's just a little feature I added on. I know you didn't see it. I put it on a Dell computer, you know, the casing for a Dell computer. I had it actually mounted on this, if you remember, but I decided to turn this into something. And I didn't like the way it was held on there. So that's why I changed this one up a bit. And I started to work on something here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. But, you know, I'm running out of time. So, you know, it's like I have to quit. You know,
Yeah, but you still got, you know,
I would
this is something you always have just to mess around with.
Thanks, Charlie. Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's unique.
Thank you. I would, you know, hopefully I get my place and I just build and build and build.
Yeah, if you could just get like a garage, you know, where you can work and set your stuff up.
So yeah, that was the last few projects. So I, you know, eventually, like I said, I used a lot of yours. I used those LED lights that you gave me that light up all red. That wasn't at my art show. And so when the Earth goes up now and lights up the Earth, that whole thing goes red. It's really cool.
Oh, really?
It's triggered by the Earth. When the Earth goes up, then it pops on all the red.
Can you plug that in?
I sure can. Yeah. As you can see, man, am I running out of room or what?
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. And then it goes up, and then the Earth turns on.
Very cool.
And then, of course, you know, I got my light up there. And then I got this light that lights up inside of here. And then I got the radio.
Ye have eternal life, and that you may believe.
And then also this little light up here,
of
a little solar light, shines on the Earth right there. So if you have this light off, then you can control the whatever. It just I like the way it looks. It's like a little halo for the Earth, like the ice cap. So at night when you have the lights off, you got, you know, just always something. I like that little Earth.
I like your music too. You get the stations on these, you know.
Thanks.
Two of these great stations.
That's it. Thanks, Charlie. Yeah. All right. So yeah, you know, I did make improvements on a lot of them after they got back from the art show, because I thought, heck yeah, while I'm fixing some of them that got a little, you know, messed with or whatever, might as well fix them up. And on that one, I put 2 speakers up in the top that I didn't have at the art show. And now when the Earth comes down and hits that thing, it starts a cassette playing that's run through an amplifier.
Can you turn that on?
Yeah, yeah. And that let's see. So, and then I want to go down. Is it not plugged in? How come it's not coming down? I can feel it wanting to. Why isn't it coming down? Probably because it hasn't been run for so long. I haven't ran it for a long time.
Seemed like that was an appropriate thing to be taking to the moon.
That's our astronaut that went to the moon, and he's telling the story about the moon and looking down on Earth. And then this little button I added that turns on the moon. And then this little button I made turns on the little planet. Oh, the batteries are dead. Oh, there it goes. I think they're about dead. And then when you raise this back up, then of course it stops the story of going to the moon. Yeah, I think it probably got, you can see it starting to corrode on there from the moisture in here. And I haven't, again, ran it for a while. Come on, baby. And I see my little ring needs adjusting a little. Yeah, it needs to be run is what it needs. There it goes. It just hasn't been run for so long. so many things on this thing now that I'm make sure I shut them all off. There we go. And then at the show I didn't have, but I added a clock up here so you have a time now.
Mm.
You know, just sort of thing. And then I did add this little gizmo. There it goes. So it goes. I liked it just enough to make it go. Just something visually. Again, you know, I'm all about the visuals. Get it just right. Just another something, you know. It's always adding something. Another something.
Mm-hmm. I like it.
You know, you can overdo it, and you know, I like what I've created. You know, you can overdo a project easily, or maybe, you know, but I'm always just thinking, what could I add, or what could I make it just another neat little thing?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I enjoy.